Hello, hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here, and we are up to episode number 21 of our Union Max Difficulty campaign on Grand Tactician. Right now we have, it says evenly matched. We just won a pretty good victory over here. It was a pretty big battle. Still waiting to see what the results of that battle are going to be, whether they pull down south or if they kind of loiter around in this area like the last time we beat them out here. I'm hoping they pull down south. That way we can advance our front lines a little bit. This situation right here, if we zoom in, we can see looks like the corps under Ferguson with 28,000 is on a train heading somewhere. McClellan only has 21,000, and someone pointed out that the Department of Pennsylvania under Robert Patterson is starving. They have 0 supplies. So, may have to move these guys back. What I'm thinking is pull McClellan back here. And then Patterson, I don't think Patterson can even move. So, yeah. Up here, Army of New York is in the best shape to move out this way. They got 30,000, so that's nothing to sneeze at. Might move them down to Harper's Ferry, take that depot there. The rest of our forces, the Army of Washington is shot, pretty much. John Pope is dead. I don't know why it says wounded, but he's dead. Sickles is doing pretty good. Once this kind of resolves itself and we see what they do, then I'll decide what to do with these guys here. We've got, I don't think Johnson's corps was involved in the battle, and these guys definitely weren't. Not really sure if the whole Sickles amphibious assault into the rear of the enemy position down here is going to play out. Just because I wasn't really intending on moving him down here to the front lines, but they had such a force up in front of us, and basically in front of Washington, I didn't want to take the chance of Pope getting pushed out, which he would have. So there's that situation in the east. Army of the Wabash is, or they were. I was moving them back to Louisville. They'd want to have them in the Cumberland Gap to block it, but they came around behind us and took Louisville back. So I'm going to, when he's ready, send him back up to Louisville. These two armies out here, this whole force is probably about maybe 10,000. We've got 2,500 ready to go, 3,000 and 400 in the Western Army. So I don't think they're going to do anything. But what I am going to do is I'm going to send Ernie up to St. Louis to retake St. Louis, because they did start taking St. Louis. The Ohio Squadron, I'm going to send them. Where could I send them? I'm going to send them over here to Louisville. Just if they're trying to get across, which it looks like they are, we could kind of block them. Then there's this, what I've been waiting for. I'm going to do it now, just so we can get building back up for the next one. Logistics reform is another priority. Cavalry reform. So we're going to do organization reform, which will give us the cores. So we'll do that. That pretty much takes everything that we need, but we can now have core weapons production. That wouldn't be bad. Administrative reform. Infrastructure reform. Faster movement of goods. Larger armies can be more successfully supplied. That wouldn't be bad. Railroad construction. Subsidize industry, trade deals. I'm going to go with weapons production. And then in terms of our policies, we are currently, it's been a while since I looked at this, working on Military 2. So that's 23 days out. So whatever action comes from all of this movement, I'm not sure if we're going to have any more. It'll probably be the last act of our armies until the spring offensive. So what I want to do is I want to start the clock and see what happens over here. The Trent Affair. Confederate diplomats captured. I remember reading about that. It was not a fun time for the Confederates. Oh, Robert Patterson. 31,000, 26,000. I guess we're going to do some battle here. This is not at all what I had in mind. But I guess he was on a train. Mr. Ferguson. We got... Yeah, we got the numbers. We can take this battle. Probably going to be Wheeling or Grafton, I'd say. Yep, Grafton. If we can win this battle and push him back down into the south of Virginia, that will open up the objective of taking Virginia from the Confederates, which will give them a pretty good hit on their morale. So we're gonna see how we deploy here. Hopefully, hopefully there isn't much of a delay in getting all of our forces on the field. So here we go. All right, so we have McClellan first and foremost here. Patterson's not on the field as of yet. He is 6 hours out. Expected to arrive from the east. So he'll be coming in right behind McClellan. We're going to have to get across this river here. Their objectives are in the Flurry Hills up here. 2 of them. We can... I'm wondering if we could put someone down here. We cannot. Not really sure why it would have a little area down here for us to go to, but we've got some pretty small divisions here. But we are outnumbered by about 10,000 right now. Heinzelman with 5,000. J.H. Hobart Ward with 5,000. This is our artillery. And Joseph Mansfield. 4,300. Timothy Anderson with 3,900. trying to look and see where it might benefit me to come across the field here. I'll probably come in. I'm going to set up right here with McClellan. And then come in over. Well, there's a stream right here, so he could be dug in right along the stream, but we got a nice open area we could take cover in and the high ground. So, all right, I'm going to get McClellan set up. It's not going to do. We'll have Heinzelman. Ward. And the smaller division. Henry Gerard. We'll have them in the front. Bring our artillery out over here. We'll have Mansfield backing up the smaller division with Andrews up over here. Falling up right there. Then I'm going to sit and wait. Because right now it's 5:30 in the afternoon. And I think it said 6 hours. So by morning, he'll be here with his army. But they've got everyone that they have on the field. We've got not everyone. So we're going to wait. We're going to sit and wait. May send out some cavalry if I have any. I'm not even sure if I have any cav in McClellan's army. This will give these guys a chance to maybe get their cojones up. Here's my cavalry right here. I wonder that's such a small division. 281. Wow. All right, well, you're going to detach. I'm going to send you out to do some scouting. Then we can move Mansfield up. But we'll see where Patterson is, what his condition is. I don't know if sending him across these two streams to kind of come in on the south side would be a good idea, but I guess we'll find out once it hits the fan. All right, day number 2 is about to begin. Nothing's really changed in terms of the cavalry plans. I'm going to send, we've got, I think, 4 small brigades. We're going to send them out scouting kind of along here. See if we can come across the enemy. Give him the order to invade. Patterson has 1 cavalry brigade in a division under Stoneman. I've separated him. We're going to send you up and around like that. So day number 2 is about to begin. Once I find out where the rebels are, I will be back. We found out where they were. And then we gave them an order to halt. I also gave them the order to evade, and they're not doing it. But we did find where they were. They're right here. So let's have you run away before you die, which is probably going to happen pretty soon. Not really sure why that evade order. And he's done. Lost almost his whole brigade, and you got a halt. All right, so our artillery. Bring you out over here. And then from Patterson, bring you out right here. Start with an artillery barrage. He's down here. Keep an eye on. They're over in this area too. They're dug in pretty good here. Bringing our units from McClellan up. Why? All right. I want to go a little further out than that. Guns are moving. Select all our cavalry in one spot. Actually gonna send them back over here. Just give the order at the divisional level. All right, 4,000 men from like they're starting to move. Don't know how well crossing any of these little streams would go. Bring you down here. We'll have one army hit them on the right and one on the left here. Oh, we got Grant. Grant is in Patterson's army. All right, so Patterson's going to come in on their left. Grant's going to come in on their right. I mean, McClellan's going to come in on their right. Our morale is in the toilet. We've got 30 points easy deficit on them. 1.2% casualties. That was overnight, by the way. So we're going to get ourselves into position here and mount our attack. All right, the artillery duel is underway. So far, we're taking the worst of it. They haven't really lost any of their guns. We lost a whole battalion. So it does look like they're starting to line up on us. So, get you... we're going to have to advance over open ground. Moving in on their left. I wanted to take care of those guns first, but they seem to be doing a better job of blowing us to hell. Say it nicely. 5th Brigade. I think that's the most sizable brigade in the whole division. We're going to have Heinzelman move forward too. Give your order like that. Division level. Gotta get someone over there to deal with those guns. Captain Halleck has received severe wounds. Henry Halleck? No, say it ain't so. Yeah. Man, these guys are just taking a pounding, and they're not doing anything. It said, well, they're firing. Said they're firing. All right. Thomas. You've got Springfields. We're bringing you up. This guy's not doing good. Unstable. Morgan moved up a little bit too. Grant's in position. All 4,000 of them. Let's get Mansfield moved up. I'm going to move him and Grant in simultaneously. Hopefully, in the meantime, we can take care of these guns. Grant, rally your men. Give that long-range order, get you moved up a little bit. Cav is out here. Or they will be out here. I should probably send them right over here to take out these guns. Give you a halt order. Then I'm going to move him up. We're going to take out those guns before we move anyone in. We've got artillery here as well. All right, everyone's moving into position so far. You advance. Advance on him. Clayton Sr. All right. And we'll have you, the two of you, focus on Rossi. I don't want to bring him up right yet. Burnside and Shank both are very, very small. So this seems to be where the brunt of the Union or the Confederate line is. Entire division's gone. They're firing. Should be engaged on our right. We can keep Baldwin pinned in. Up a little bit. Burnside. Right. Have. We able to open up on them? Or are they just shelling us? I think they're just shelling us. From the looks of it. Okay, rally. Rally. Let's get you up here. Brant's moving in as well. I'm gonna have this counter battery fire. Focus on those guns. All right. Our right is on fire. Bringing up reinforcements in their center. Yeah, let's bring you over here. Burnside. Alright, the two of you are going to come support this attack here. And I want you on Patterson. Two of you focus on Patterson. Let's get across the stream. Hold you back a little bit for support. Grant, get your men up there. Have the weaker unit supported on his right. Alright, we took out those guns. Get you moved up. Can we capture any of them? Yes, we can. Alright, send someone out to get them. You guys are still moving. Kind of moving up. things are okay. Here we got some artillery here. We don't have any guns though. Get you moved up on this next battery. Almost think it'd be better to send our cav over on the right here. Oh, we got some Jesus. Burnside broke. Stone broke. We're engaged down in the south, or here. Ferry, I want you on these guns. Because they're idle. Like they're firing. Move them up. Rossi's holding in there pretty good. We're going to have you... No, we're not going to have you turn and face him. Uh-oh. William Benton was wounded. Alright, get those guns. It's about time Grant moved in. Who was killed. Ferry is fallen. Alright. Like our guns over here are firing. Right, move up. Right, keep moving up. Breaking left and right here. Why did he break? Uh-oh. Not going good. 8.3 to 6.7. Alright, now we can start moving down. Alright, move in on them. Baldwin's brigade. Idle. Gotta do something about these guns. Oh, they are facing us now. Alright, move up that artillery. Alright, let's get up here. Oh, wow. Guys aren't doing anything. Alright, looks like we pushed back 2 detachments. Once Grant is starting to be engaged now. Stovall's brigade. Alright. Want you on those guns up here. Things are going okay over here. Start coming in from behind them. That would definitely benefit us. View the attack order. View the attack order. Maybe that'll get them up there a little quicker. Right, up north. How are you not moving? Percentage-wise, they've got the advantage slightly, but not by much. Alright. Get in on Stovall. Why you want those guns? He can't get on the guns because of him right here. These guys are about to break up here. Come on, Cameron. Now he's starting to move. See if we charge right into their line. May have to. There, we'll give him the charge order. Man, that looks like another one of our brigades broke up north. You guys are right in They're about to break. Really wish Cameron would hurry up. I should probably pull these guys back a little bit. You guys are nervous. Everyone's attacking this one. One brigade, Stovall's brigade. Hit those guns. Pull you back here. Get you moved up. Come on. Mansfield was wounded. Wow. Sucks. Charge him. Stovall's taken surprisingly light casualties for having 2 divisions on him. .7 to 11.9. The problem is he's supported by a very large brigade over here. But he's starting to waver, so that's a good thing. Right, Cav's about to hit him. Right, Grant. I want these guns out of action. I don't think that Cav lasted at all. Where'd they go? Did they run away, or did they get completely slaughtered, every single one of them? Corin and Curtis are trying to get these guns. Fire on him. Right, there goes Baldwin's brigade. Clark's brigade's next. And our cav is here. Move them up a little bit. They aren't taking any casualties whatsoever. Release. Stevens was 1,600, 300 casualties. You gotta start coming up. 1,400 men. I wonder if these guns are doing anything. No. Them right up here. Dev's starting to move in. We could probably move some of these guys back in. $1,200 men stable. Move in on Wolford. It's like the last of my reserves. All moving in on Wolford. Grant is about his whole deal's about to break. They haven't taken hardly any casualties at all. I could charge this whole division in. See what that does. Probably get me wiped out. 16.1 to 16.4. We're actually up on the casualties. These guns have got to go at some point. We should just come over here. Stevens has taken some heavy casualties. I'm kind of surprised he's still in the fight there. Wow. Peter Lai moving out in front of everybody. Fuck it. I'm going. Charge those guns. They may totally see you coming, but charge them anyway. These guys gotta hurry up. Can't believe we haven't lost yet. $2,900 with 30 casualties. Oh god, I didn't even see him there. He was underneath the commander, Clark. Who surrendered? Morale disintegrated. Oh god, there goes our cavalry. Morale dead. But they did take out the guns. Alright, dismount. Ah, we lost. No. Alright, Grant. McClellan. Give the order to pull back. Patterson. Yeah, we were doing really good over here, too. Kinda. Yeah, we even got in their rear. We got cavalry in their rear. We got stolen guns in their rear. They're starting to break the brigades on the right. On the right. That sucks. Minor federal defeat. They lost every single one of their guns, but we lost most of them. Most of ours. Ouch. Can't get them out of Grafton. See how bad that hurt us. At least it was a minor defeat. It was close, too. It was real close. .21. Wow. That's bad. Defeat at Grafton. Department of Pennsylvania retreating from the battlefield in good order. Enemy reportedly suffered 6,575 casualties with 789 killed. We suffered 8,667 with 1,196 killed. Wow. 373 enemy soldiers have been captured and taken to our POW camps. Well, that's here. That's not here. That's here. Ferguson's corps is really, what's this? Can I merge these guys? He's still waiting his orders here. Front, left, reserve, right. Never seen that before. I don't even know what that is. Okay, so that was not a good fight. These guys are still listed as being in combat. Really didn't have enough time for anything to react. 88 to 83. Evenly matched. We've got 202 to their 166. 75,000 casualties. Not good. Not good at all. Alright, I'm going to play this here and see what happens. I don't care about the Trent affair. Already told me about it. They're going to be running for sure. None of these guys are moving. Yeah, they're not moving at all. They're not going anywhere. Oh, there they go. Patterson's moving in. I should probably slow this down a little bit before we accidentally get into another battle that I don't have time to fight. Alright, so we won over here. We're pushing them down. We lost over here. Patterson and McClellan. Now we've got... Wow, okay. So we're going to have some problems over here. 5,500. Bates Corps is up here with 20,000. We've got 18. Okay. Arnie, go help. Alright, so things are a little more red on the map than what I would like at the end of spring. I mean, fall. But it's something we're going to have to deal with. We can even this out over here. And we'll be in good shape. But that's a big if. So, anyway, if you like the episode, hit the like button. If you have any tips or advice, leave those in the comment section below. If you want to follow along through the end of the first year of the war into 1862, hit the subscribe and come along with us. And we'll see you for episode number 22. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching and have yourself a very good day.